ago, Scott turned off my mic and then didn't turn it back on.
What?
That was a sign.
All right. KCHW 102.7. You got Scott and Mike in the morning. A special guest in the studio, and right there, the Purple Disco Machine.
Oh,
I just like the
okay.
name of the
That's not
band.
the special guest, I don't
No,
know.
that's not.
No, I haven't been the Purple Disco Queen, though, maybe, but
right.
not the machine.
All right. Purple Disco Queen, and we have Sherry Lundstrom from the Chamber of Commerce in the studio. Welcome, Sherry.
Good
Welcome.
morning.
Good morning.
All right.
Yeah,
Good morning.
glad to see you again. I think you've been here once or twice before.
I have been here one other time.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
And you're kind of like a new business owner now, too, I heard.
Yes.
Do you want to share that?
Sure. It's
Okay.
big news. My sister Cindy and I purchased Gardner's Mobile Home Court
Okay.
from our family. And so we're excited and we're changing things up. We're going to have a new name. It's going to be called Mountain View Community Park. And we will honor our mom, Joy. In our logo, it will say founded by Joy in 1975.
Oh, very
So-
nice.
yeah.
Very
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah. Another succession plan.
And I
in
just want
works.
to say your mother was such a sweetheart.
She was.
And one of my favorite memories is I came in, because I lived in the mobile home park once.
Oh.
But after I'd moved out and started the radio, I came in and I tried to sell her some a sponsorship. And she looked at me and she said, Scotty, I have no need for radio. And I left. And I don't know, it was a couple months later, she walks through the front door of the radio station. We're on the other side. And she goes, Scotty, I was so wrong. She says, we're playing you in the office, and the girls all love it, and we love what they're doing. I really don't need radio, but how can I sponsor for an entire year?
Oh, great.
And she came on board and stayed.
Yeah,
And
she was
I
like
really
that. She was
appreciated her.
Terrific. She
Yes.
loved Chewelah. She just loved every bit of Chewelah. And the Chamber of Commerce was a special part
She was
of her
so
life.
supportive of that.
Oh,
yeah.
Yes,
yeah,
big for her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. All
Yeah,
right.
we miss her.
So I just wanted to share that memory of your
that's
mom.
great. Yeah,
she was
there's
sweet to me.
lots
so.
of good memories of her.
All right. All right.
Yeah.
All right. So you're busy with the chamber.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
And we're going to turn that over to Mike because you're part of the
Okay.
chamber too, and you know what's going on. so.
Well, yeah, that's dangerous. Okay. All right. Well, anyway, one of the reasons I asked Sherry to be here today is we're getting into that time of the year where the holiday spirit is taking over.
It is.
And Sherry is the head guru, the key component, the master of everything and of getting the town looking like
Christmassy.
it's the Christmassy. Yeah. So what I'd asked her to do, because there are some changes this year as far as some change up as far as what's being put up and things like that, to come in and talk about it and give us kind of a blow by blow of what's going on, what do you need, what do we look forward to? I mean, that type of thing. So
Great.
first of all, you were just talking a little bit some of the data involved.
Oh,
and
boy.
So,
yeah, we are going to decorate from the casino to the golf course and everything in between.
Wow.
So it's going to be spectacular. Main Street, of course, will be a big focus. We put up 90 swags with bows. We put up 80 baskets. So where our pots were with our beautiful flowers all summer, those will be replaced with baskets on the sidewalks and on 395. We use 300 bows. We have 43 light posts that Evan and Steve Shalak will put the rope lights on. We have 23 trees that Barry Tomlinson and his kiddos are going to put all the lights on the trees. It takes about 40 volunteers, 7 pickup truckloads of boughs. It's just enormous, but we make it fun. We have chili and champagne, of course. We keep it real in Chewelah.
Chili and champagne.
There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but we do make it fun, and it's a huge turnout. Stephanie Westhoff is huge. Sherry Hansen, of course, is behind the scenes. She's just a rock.
Whenever there's something going on around town where the chamber has to decorate, that is one person I always see on the street is Sherry Hansen.
Yes. Yep. She's great. And my sister Cindy has really gotten involved helping us.
Good.
Too. And it's just the chamber is, you don't see everything that we do or all the people, that you may see just at a meeting, but there's just so many people that just jump out. Katie at Banner Bank has got a whole crew coming. Shelley from Washington Federal's got a whole crew coming to help us. Corey Westhoff is coming to help us. And it's just amazing. Judy Bean. It's just fantastic. Bud and Diane Evans. And John Grumbach. What could we do without John Grumbach?
Grumpy John.
Yes. Oh, he's just a rock star, too. So, yeah, we'll get it all done on Saturday. The lights are going up today and tomorrow because we have to have the lights up before we can put all the swags up.
Sure.
So.
Okay. And I think we were upgrading things this year too, weren't you?
Yes,
Yeah,
yes. We bought, the chamber purchased all new lights, the rope lights and the lights for the trees. They're all the cool, soft LEDs. They're 80% Energy Star, so they're going to be very efficient, and all the colors will match. So last year, and the lights have been going, for years, and we would replace them, but maybe they weren't the same color, and they weren't as energy efficient. So we're looking for a little energy savings as well.
All right.
So it'd be cool.
All right. So now is that something, I'm just kind of curious, because all the light posts and stuff, is that something the city incurs then?
The city incurs partial cost of the energy usage, and the chamber pays part of it as well. I don't know the numbers. Mike might.
Yeah, they brought it up. It wasn't, I mean, to me, the number wasn't very big, but I think the projected cost back to the chamber was about $170 for the period of time it's going to be up.
That's not bad.
And they'll be lit from right before Thanksgiving until like March. So for that period of time, it's really pretty minimal amount.
And part of that is getting back to the LED efficiencies. And the other thing about the LED is, they've, I don't know, they're what, 40, 50,000 hours before they're used up. So it becomes more of a longer term purchase instead of having to go out and fix it all the time.
Sure.
And then what impressed me, in fact, I had to get some new lights this year too, is just the difference between a C7 and a C9 bulb.
Right.
I mean, and for people that don't know that, it's kind of like going from, a mood light to something that's bright and really sparkles. And I mean, and I wouldn't even known that if I wouldn't been in the chamber when she was doing some show and tell with them.
Right.
I mean, so they're really going to stand out.
They're really going to stand out. Yeah, the bulbs are a lot bigger. They're a lot brighter. And then I personally like the idea of it kind of one size fits all. They're all going to look pretty much the same all the way through. And I think there was some movement, too, that there are not going to be as many up in the trees.
The trees will go from just the trunks, because we've replaced, or the city has replaced some trees on Main Street, and they're not all the same size. And the new trees on the west side of Main with the new sidewalks. Mm-hmm. So we're just going to go from the sidewalk up 6 feet and down, but a really tight twist on it. So they'll be very close together and really dramatic.
All right.
So, great.
And so when you were talking about a swag, I mean, I think, I hate to ask this, but I think I know what it is, but what's a swag?
A swag is evergreen branches that are about 6 feet tall, and they're narrow, where a wreath would be evergreen branches, but they're round.
Okay.
And so a swag is narrow, and where we put those really is on all the lamp posts, so they go vertically. And then, for example, on the funeral home where there are columns, anywhere there's columns, so the Oasis gets swags, the little building across the street from the Oasis gets swags, Northeast Health, all the lamp posts, so that's why it takes 90 swags.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's quite the undertaking.
Yeah. One thing that's been great, though, we made the bows a couple years ago, and we recycle a lot of those bows. So that's a really time-consuming part of swag making, is the bows.
I remember Sandy calling and saying, bring the bow back, Scott.
Yes, please save your bows. If your bow blows off, save your bow.
Yeah, exactly. And then I don't know if maybe you can answer this, but some of the wreaths we're still getting those this year from the FFA?
Yes, and those go directly to the businesses.
Okay.
The businesses that are members of the chamber, they will get a wreath, and it'll have the little chamber
logo on
it
like
and
that,
stuff.
little wooden cut.
So that will be in addition, going up all over town. And this is really getting ready for the kickoff of City Sidewalks and the craft fair, which is on December 7th from 10 to 4.
It's coming up so fast already.
I know, it's hard to believe. We aren't almost at Thanksgiving yet. We've got to get this stuff ready for that. But they have got some exciting things planned for City Sidewalks.
Yeah,
Santa's going to be everywhere.
Yeah, well, and we're going to have Diane on, I think, before Thanksgiving.
Yes.
And then Santa's going to be here, I think, the
following
first
week.
Yeah, that's what I hear anyway.
Yeah.
And I've, Diane, she's kind of coy. You're going to have a special guest. He's going to, he's going to go ho 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 and blah 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 blah. So we're going to have fun on December 4th, I think that is.
Is when they are.
Yeah, and there's two things coming up that tie to this. One is Small Business Saturdays on the 30th of November, And there's a fair amount of things going to go that direction, and that ties into this. And then, of course, it accumulates on the city sidewalks. And the thing that city sidewalks that I looked at that really jumped out at me is they're going to do from 4 to 8, I think, in the evening. They're featuring restaurants and featuring. Oh, I know I'm beating on the table. There's a like an evening featuring, so the restaurants are going to be open and things like that too. And then the Christmas fair, I was giving Joan a bad time because last year they ran out of space, and I think they were putting people out on the street.
There was people on the street.
Yeah, that was kind of fun.
Which is kind of fun.
Because there were neat booths out there,
and I think
the weather was good.
The weather was good, and I think they're same thing this time. They're going to have. It sounds like in parts of it they're going to have like outside tents or canopies and things like that because the response has been so great that it's nice to have too many.
Yeah.
That's the way I kind of look
Absolutely.
at it. So,
yeah, that was a lot of fun last year.
Yeah, exactly.
And it looked cool, and people like that outdoor stuff too, which was kind of, I think, it surprised everybody.
And you're gonna guarantee we have great weather.
Yes,
because you're in charge of the weather.
Yeah, whatever.
You do that every day. So if we don't have good weather, we can blame Scott.
I hope that people actually in the community don't do that sometimes when the weather's bad and go, "What Scott said this morning." And I'll be that hated weather guy, right?
Right. Okay. Right. So the lights are going up today and tomorrow.
Yep. And then everything else will be up on Saturday.
On Saturday?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And could you still use some help?
Sure. If people want to come down, we're doing it at the Mobile Home Park shop from 9 to whatever it takes. So if people want to come down, we need help with people delivering the swags and putting them up and the baskets out. And so, sure, people are welcome to come.
And what came out of the meeting a week or two ago was the fact that if you can just show up for an hour.
Sure. Yeah, we'll take any.
It isn't like you have to commit your entire day. Because, and I've never done it, which I apologize.
You've never made a swag?
I've never made a swag.
Oh. He's got some, though.
Oh, yeah.
That's right. Where's my swag? Maybe we ought to have that. Maybe we ought to have swag for guests.
Oh, right.
We
could have swag making at Chamber.
That's right. Yeah, exactly. But it's kind of one of those things. Many hands get a lot of things done.
They do. They certainly do. We have people just cutting branches off of big long branches, making littler branches.
Right.
And, it's silly. And cleaning up our mess is always helpful too. And we have cocoa and stuff for kids.
What goes through my mind? Okay, how do you make little branches?
Out of
you
big
chop
branches.
up big ones.
Right.
What are we doing today? I'm taking big branches and cutting them and making littler branches. It sounds like a problem, Sherry.
I know.
That's right. Exactly.
We're easily amused around here.
It sounds like a stress reliever to me. Anyway. So we're missing anything?
Well, we're also trying, and we're coordinating with the city, but the Chamber purchased all of the speakers and the speaker system on Main Street, and so we're hoping to get the speakers added to the west side so that we can also play Christmas music and holiday music through the season, and the west side will also have the speakers. So there's more plans to expand that music system, and the Chamber is really behind that.
Yeah.
And I think the response has been fantastic.
It has. And then, of course, I think we're still waiting for light poles.
Yes,
right?
yeah, that's the holdup.
That's the holdup.
The speakers go on the light poles.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you need some more light poles?
Yeah, the new ones on the west side of Main.
I
think there's 3.
3 down towards the brewery, but and poor Dorothy, well, when the light pole's going to show up, and you just see her go blank.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. They're on order.
And they have been on order for a long time.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Just one of those things. We just work around it.
Well, thank you for all your work, and thanks for coming in this morning and getting this all prepped. And if anybody wants some more information how to help, is Sandy a good contact?
She sure is.
Okay.
Yeah, that would be perfect.
And that chamber number, 8595?
853-935-8595.
All right.
And then I think the party starts at 9 o'clock Saturday morning.
9 o'clock Saturday morning.
And chili and champagne. I'm still kind of wrap my head around that.
And there's also coffee and cocoa and cider.
I want to know, does chili and champaign taste good together?
It really does. The more champagne you drink, the better
the chili tastes. Or in my case, the more chilly you take, the better the champagne.
You heard it today on KCHW from Sherry.
The Pretty Zone shall have her own cooking show.
Right. Oh, boy.
All right. Big thanks to our Chamber of Commerce for everything they do for Chewelah, and that includes the two of you and a bunch of other people. And a big thank you to Sherry Lundstrom for
thanks for coming
organizing all this and coming by.
Love it.
And a round of applause for you. Sorry. computer's really quiet.
That sounds
today.
pretty weak. Let's get a little better applause here.
We're having audio problems.
Oh, okay, all right. I mean, we have a huge audience, not 3 people.
That's right. All right, we'll do a reboot and fix that. But right now, as we head out to Little Hootie and the Blowfish, we are looking at 11 minutes after the hour. We will be back. We'll have some odd news for you, won't we?
We will.
All right.
Okay, all right.
Stick around. It's KCHW 102.6.
It's 8:14.
Your KCHW morning show made possible by a donation from God-Fearing Brothers Auto Center. God-Fearing Brothers specializes in auto services, including repair, maintenance, and detailing. They also stock tires, provide collision repairs, including glass, and they have an auto sales lot on the corner of Highway 395 and Main Street at the light. For more information, you can visit the Auto Service Center at 806 East Main in Chewelah. Find them online at godfearingbrothers.com or by phone at 509-935-6414. KCHW-FM thanks God-Fearing Brothers for supporting public radio in Stevens County.
And by
Chewelah Floor and Wall. Chewelah Floor and Wall carries items for improving your home. Carpet, vinyl flooring including vinyl planks, tile, window blinds, and countertops. Chewelah Floor and Wall in the 3rd Street Mall also offers meeting and commercial rental space. 935-8021 or online, ChewelahFloorandWall.com.
KCHW thanks Chewelah Floor and Wall for over 6 years of continuous support of public radio in Stevens County.
This world can hurt you, it cuts you deep and leaves a scar. Things fall apart, but nothing breaks like a heart. Nothing breaks like a heart. I heard you on the phone last night. We live and die by pretty lies, you know it. We both know it. These silver bullet cigarettes, this burning house, there's nothing left, it's smoking. We both know it. We got all night to fall in love, but just like that we fall apart. We're broken, we're broken. Nothing gonna save us now. Well, this broken silence by thunder crashing in the dark, crashing in the dark. And this broken record spinning endless circles in the bar, spin round in the bar. This world can hurt you, it cuts you deep and leaves a scar. Things fall apart, but nothing breaks like a heart. And nothing breaks like a heart. We'll leave each other cold as ice and high and dry. The desert wind is blowing, it's blowing. Remember what you said to me, you were drunk in love in Tennessee, and I hold it, we both know it. That nothing gonna save us now. Nothing gonna save us now. With this broken silence by thunder crashing in the dark, crashing in the dark. And this broken record spinning the circles in the bar, spin round in the bar. This world can hurt you, it cuts you deep and leaves a scar. Things fall apart, but nothing breaks like a heart. Nothing breaks like a heart. Nothing breaks like a heart. Nothing breaks like a heart.
I want a new drug, one that won't make me sick, one that won't make me crash my car and make me feel 3 feet thick. I want a new drug, one that won't hurt my head, one that won't make my mouth too dry and make my eyes too red, one that won't make me nervous, wondering what to do, one that makes me feel like I feel when I'm with you, when I'm alone with you. I want a new drug, one that won't spill, one that don't cost too much or come in a pill. I want a new drug, one that won't go away, one that won't keep me up all night, one that won't make me sleep all day, one that won't make me nervous, wondering what to do, one that makes me feel like I feel when I'm with you. I'm alone with you. I'm alone with you, baby. I want a new drug, one that does what it should, one that won't make me feel too bad, one that won't make me feel too good. I want a new drug, one with no doubt, one that won't make me talk too much or make my face break out, one that won't make me nervous, wondering what to do, one that makes me feel like I feel when I'm with you. I'm alone with you. I'm alone with you, yeah, yeah.
KCHW is online at kchw.org. Listen to the live stream, Find out about station events, memberships, local weather, and volunteering. You're listening to KCHW 102.7.
KCHW 102.7. You got Scott and Mike. We're looking at 8:28 right now. Getting ready for a little odd news, but we missed something really important, didn't we?
Birthdays?
Oh, I probably need a microphone for you. There you go.
Turn me off again. Okay. All right.
I do that to all sorts of people. All right. Local birthdays, Mr. Mike Bentz.
Okay. Well, the first one, I'm just going to spell it.
Okay.
You know, that's the safe way to do things.
Yeah, we discussed this and we can't figure it out.
Happy birthday, M-A-B-G.
Mabj.
Mabj. Okay.
All right. That's the best we can do.
That's the best we can do. All right.
I think it's code probably for something else that somebody really didn't want to be embarrassed with their birthday.
Okay.
All right.
Anyways, and also happy birthday to Sherry Chalmers.
Okay.
And happy birthday to Peyton Burris.
All right. Burya, I think it is, isn't it? Is it A on the end, Burya, or was it Burris?
It's got an S on the end.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, I looked at it too quick, I guess. Celebrity birthdays to go along with that.
I'm sorry, there is an A on the end.
All right, it is a Burya. I thought so.
I'm going to have to get my cheaters or something going. All right, great. Okay.
Celebrity birthdays that share our locals today. Joe Montagna is 72. Whoopi Goldberg, 64. Jimmy Kimmel, 52. Funny guy Steve Zahn, 52. And the ladies all love him. Gerard Butler is 50.
Okay. All right.
Wouldn't you like to be as famous as Gerard Butler?
Gerard Butler, yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Did you happen to know the special events going on? Did you happen to look at those?
No, I didn't.
I got them for you. World Kindness Day.
Okay.
So you have to be nice to me, Mike.
Why?
Because it's World Kindness Day.
Well, being not nice to you is being kind.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Indian Pudding Day. What exactly is Indian pudding?
I have no idea.
Really? Yeah. You're so much more cultured than I am. I thought you'd know that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, what kind? And is it West Indian, East Indian, American Indian?
Oh, that's a good question. Okay.
Yeah. I mean,
Moms and Dads Day.
That's a good one. Yeah.
Oh, this is really good. Start a rumor day.
If you want to get me going, start a rumor.
Start a rumor. I've heard some over the years here at the radio that are just absolutely crazy.
Yeah, actually, yesterday at that meeting, somebody asked me something. They'd heard this. I love that. Have you heard this? No. And I said, well, I don't believe whatever the rumor was. I don't remember now, but I don't think that's true. Well, what do you want to do about it? Well, I don't think it's true. I don't know what you're going to do about it. Well, I'm not going to do anything about it.
Because it's not true. All right, and then something we try to do sometimes, it's Actors Day.
Actors Day.
Actors Day.
Yeah.
Number of the day is 7. It's the years of life the average American spends in the John. 7 years of your life in the bathroom. That seems horrible.
That seems like a lot.
Can I recoup that time in any way or make it more productive?
Well, you could read. You could you could even broadcast.
Oh, from the bathroom.
From the bathroom.
I've done crazier things. All right.
This is Scott Allen sitting on the throne.
That could make it into It Happened Today, or what we like to call history.
Okay.
All right. 1982, Vietnam Veterans Memorial was dedicated in Washington, D.C.
Yeah. Have you ever seen that?
I have not, other than pictures.
It's I don't know how to describe it. Reverent, maybe. I mean, it's worth it. And even the traveling one, because they have a traveling one.
Yeah.
It's pretty impressive. It really is, especially if you're from that era. I mean, it brings back a lot of memories. So,
all right. 1995, officials at a Danish veterinary hospital in Copenhagen announced the discovery of the history's first known green cat. Vets have said the green would not wash out, and the 2-month-old kitten's color might be caused by a metabolism defect. Owner Pia Bischoff named her kitty Miss Greenie.
Okay.
Only green cat.
Only green cat. Huh.
2005, Chicago Bears cornerback Nathan Vasher returned a missing field goal 108 yards against the San Francisco 49ers for the longest play in NFL history.
Yeah, that'd been a good trivia question.
That would, yeah.
because I wouldn't have guessed that. Yeah.
2006, a woman in Brazil was released from the hospital just one day after she was shot in the head 6 times in an attack police blamed on her ex-husband. Doctors could not explain how the 21-year-old survived the attack. The .32 caliber bullets didn't break through her skull and didn't even need to be immediately extracted.
Oh, okay.
We're going to let those fester a little bit. They'll come out easier.
Yeah. She probably has a tough time getting through the airport.
That is the .32 caliber bullet, though. It is a wide bullet with a very small amount of powder behind it, actually. Right. And I've heard that before with the .32. If you had like a really heavy leather jacket at 40 feet, you could withstand a. But it sounds like 6 in the head.
Exactly. That's pretty thick
Wow. Have you ever talked to anyone that's been shot in the head 6 times?
No.
All right.
No.
Maybe this guy. 2014, representatives for Islamic State announced that the group would begin minting its own currency in order to remove itself from the world financial system, which it considers satanic.
Okay.
Bye-bye then. When they say, don't want the door, hit you on the way out. All right. Hey, we get to press the button, do the cool intro.
Slap some bacon on a biscuit and let's go. We're burning daylight.
It's the world of strange. A world gone wacky.
Out here, due process is a bullet.
And some of the scariest people on the planet.
I think you're bluffing. Be afraid. You look mighty pretty when you get mad.
It's your odd news on KCHW.
Just sit back and enjoy the show.
Yes, sometimes it's a little tough, but we would like you to sit back and try and enjoy the show. All right. Crazy stuff. We start off with the news attack where the first part is true and the second part's kind of a lie or an attempt at a joke.
Okay.
And Mike, you get a good one to start off with.
Yeah, someone paid $31 million for a wristwatch.
That must be one special watch.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I can't imagine paying $31 million for a timepiece, but I wouldn't pay $31 million for a time machine.
Oh, if I had $31 million, I would.
And I got a cute story to go along with that.
Yes?
I had an uncle that bought a Rolex once, And he's at our house, and he's visiting with my dad, and my Uncle Gordon was saying, "Hey, look at my fancy watch," and blah, 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 blah. And my dad goes, "Gordon, what time is it?" And he goes, "Oh, I don't know, it's 10:15. And my dad looks at it, and he says, "You know what? My Timex says the same thing."
And it didn't cost $5,000.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I mean, there's $29.95. Timex did the same thing.
Now, I would pay $31 million for the time machine, because once you had the time machine, you could just go back in time and not buy the time machine, but still, I think.
Yeah, or you could go back in time and make back your $31 million.
Exactly.
Because you knew what the future was.
This is not a problem.
That's right, exactly. No, you can probably come up with the $31 million. I can't.
Oh, I could. I guess.
Well, if you buy enough Monopoly games.
Yeah, I'm going to need a new printer.
Exactly.
Famous skier Bode Miller delivered his twin boys at home this week.
Really?
Yes.
Ooh.
Then his wife took the chairlift to the hospital.
Okay. Oh, okay. Another geography question. You know where the Nile River is?
Yes.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay, so I don't have to educate you there.
No.
Okay. A new study concludes that the Nile River is much older than we thought.
Really?
It's actually around 30 million years old.
Huh.
But it doesn't look a day over 21 to me.
How do they tell that?
I have no idea. The only thing, I could go off into my science mode and say, well, they probably look at the rocks and they date the rocks and they, it's kind of like, this all used to be covered by Lake Missoula. You know that, right?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay. And they can date that based upon, probably go up to quartzite and,
sediment and all that kind of stuff.
Sediment and all that good stuff, yeah. Yeah.
All right. Arby's has apologized after one of its restaurants in Minnesota posted a rude sign about people's misbehaving children. No word on what the sign actually said, but the management team at the restaurant has been put in timeout.
Timeout, yeah. Okay. Oh, wow. There's a British runner who has become the first person ever to run a marathon in all 196 countries.
Well, he's got goals.
Yep. He said his adventures included being mugged, robbed at gunpoint, and tossed in a jail cell.
Nice.
I got a better tagline.
Yeah?
Oh, he must have ran the Chicago Marathon.
It's part of it. You have to make it through all the obstacles.
That's right, exactly. Okay.
All right. There is a new version of Fantasy Island done as a horror film. Wow. Actually, most of television in the late 70s was kind of a horror film.
Exactly. I agree with
So
that.
bad.
Okay.
Oh, so
all right.
bad.
Okay. Ooh, WWE announced that Stone Cold Steve Austin will host a new interview show.
Uh-huh.
There'll be no hugging, and he welcomed each guest with a nice, warm headlock.
How you doing?
I'm thinking body slam.
Distillery in South Africa now sells gin made from elephant poo.
Ooh, okay, all right.
That's like rabbit pills, right? Make you smarter.
Make you smarter, yeah, exactly.
Just think, all those years Ringling Brothers were sitting on a gold mine.
Sitting is the operative word here.
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
all right. Okay, your nice favorite friend, Google, has been secretly collecting information about your health. Somehow that doesn't surprise me.
No, not at all.
That explains why the other day I Googled high blood pressure and my picture came up.
That's so funny. Me and a buddy were talking about health problems one day at the casino, and we both of our phones, since we've been in there, know the Wi-Fi password, so it automatically switches, I suppose. So our phone was all hot inside there. Right. And we get done talking, and we get home, and I had ads on my phone for the health ailment that he had that we were talking about, and I called him up on the phone. He goes, "Yeah, I got him too." Yeah, and I was like, "Wow, wow!"
I mean, that stuff pops up all the time. If I'm doing research on something, and I can kind of see that. I think if you're in looking something up, and it'll come back, that type of stuff. But I read something the other day that if your phone is set up to where it's voice activated, that it actually will do that. It can, that's that artificial intelligence thing.
Stuff coming out.
Yeah, it's a little bit
spooky.
Spooky. Yeah, that's probably the best word for it.
The one that I think is weird is like when
you need to get a flip phone.
That's right. The one I think is weird is when you buy something on Amazon,
right?
And then a couple days later, that that'll pop up. The item you bought will pop up an ad to buy it, and I'm like, you guys, I already bought this.
Yeah, exactly. Share this with your friends.
Yeah,
why?
whatever.
Yeah. And can you remember when Google came out?
No.
I can.
Can you?
Yeah, I remember when it first came up. We lived in Kirkland at the time, and we were using Explorer, I think. as a search engine at that point. And I remember it because I go, Loretta, come in here. Here's this new search engine, and it's cool. What I didn't know is it would hook you for the rest of your life.
You've been Googled.
Yeah. Well, actually, that's a verb now. You've been Googled.
Yes.
I mean, that type of thing. Yeah. So,
World's largest Starbucks will open Friday in Chicago. It has 4 stories and 43,000 square feet.
oh, jeez.
What is the purpose of this? Can you imagine how many people it can hold? I don't want to be surrounded by that many people who haven't had their morning coffee yet, waiting in line.
Yeah, well, I've got a Starbucks story, too.
Okay.
Years ago, I was at a financial conference in Seattle, and one of the speakers was a pretty well-known fund manager, mutual fund manager, and I'm visiting with him, and he goes, Starbucks had just opened up, and it's the most expensive piece of real estate in Seattle, or used to be. It's like $250,000 for like a 30 by 60 piece of property downtown. And he goes, that company will never make it. Who would ever pay $5 for a cup of coffee?
Everyone.
Everyone.
It's amazing.
Yeah, it is.
It's amazing.
I mean, it absolutely is amazing.
It's amazing when I go through the coffee drive-thru because I refuse. Mm-hmm. I mean, if I'm out of coffee, I won't buy one, but I'm gonna make it my own.
Yeah.
And I make them. They're really sweet, and like a latte, but I make them my own. But when I take friends, through the coffee thing, they always kind of look at me, and I'm no, I got my own.
Yeah. See, I'm not a big Starbucks. I mean, I've got a friend of ours that would, if there's a Starbucks, we'll stop there. But to me, the thing I like about it is they have on the app, you can go like I was in Toppenish a couple of weeks ago, and I'm getting ready to leave. It's dark out. It's like 6 a.m. coming home. And this is Toppenish, Washington. And I sit there and I just put in there Starbucks near me. On Google, I Googled it.
Yes.
And sure enough, 8 miles away, you can stop in Prosser, and there's a Starbucks there. That type of thing.
When you're in a bigger town and you do that, and it's funny because you have like dots all around you.
That's right.
Now they're all within 1.5 miles. Which one do I go to?
Yeah. Well, what's mind-boggling to me is when that happens, how much coffee do they sell that they can justify opening a store on every other store corner? I mean,
there's one in Spokane out on Sprague, out in the valley. And I don't know if it's but there was like a Starbucks on one side of the street and a Starbucks directly across the street.
Well, then you add all the other ones in. I mean, like Dutch Brothers and Rosie's, and it just, it'd be an interesting trivia thing. How much coffee is consumed daily?
What I am really surprised about Starbucks is that they are not really diabetic friendly.
No.
Not at all.
No.
I mean, they give you like one choice for a sugar-free syrup, and that's why I don't go there. And I've went into them before where they had no sugar-free syrups, and I just went, what?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. They're not, but they are. I do believe. In fact, I know they do gluten-free stuff and things like because my daughter's gluten intolerant, and
I know all the ones here in Chihuahua, and I love it. So thank you, coffee shops that carry the sugar-free stuff, and I mean, I can usually walk into any of them and get some sugar-free caramel or white chocolate or something like that.
Yeah, so. I keep thinking as soon as you were saying here in Chihuahua, I'm thinking there's 2 of them. No, there's 3 of them. There's those 4 of them.
All right, on to Wacky But True. Do you want to kick us off?
Well, if you'll give me 2 seconds so I can get there.
All right.
Okay.
I think it's the lamppost we're looking for.
Oh, yeah, let's see. Oh, yeah, it is. Well,
I'll start then. You can catch up.
Yeah.
All right. Oh. In Scotland, a guy was drunk and looking to pick a fight with the first person on the street crossed his path. That's the way it is in Scotland. You just wait. But when passerbys ignored the man, he decided that, he was going to have it out with the lamppost. As police officers watched, the man directed his drunken anger at the lamppost and shouted to it, "Come and have a go." Or how would you say that in Scottish? You come and have a go?
Come and have a go, man.
I don't know. That sounded kind of reggae there.
Oh, it did. Yeah, man at the end. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
man. Yeah.
All right.
You do it in Jamaica.
He was Jamaican in Scotland.
He was Jamaican in Scotland.
And he was arrested and ordered to pay for a new lamppost and then perform some community service.
Ah, okay.
Could he really have hurt the lamppost?
I wonder if we could do that in Chihuahua with some of the lampposts that have been ran over.
Oh.
We could hire somebody to go out and beat up on it, and then they
could perform some community service.
Yeah, especially the ones on 395. Maybe DOT would replace it then.
And this has to do with anger and something that could never happen on the music education station.
I don't want you listening to any angry music.
The Carpenters are angry? I mean...
Don't be naive, Dave. Close to you, we've only just begun. songs of madness and obsession.
Exactly. That's the way I feel.
Okay, all right, okay. Well, you know that we're in Spain now.
Okay.
So police in Spain arrested a man who broke into a home and began playing the piano at around 3 a.m., waking up the family that lives there.
Wow. So he broke into a house. A piano. I'm gonna. That's extra strange. But he was a strange kind of guy.
Oh, thought you were going to tell me what a bad Googleizer I am.
A what?
Bad what?
A Googleizer? One who speaks at funerals? Or did you think I'd be too stupid to know what a googly was?
He can play piano too.
A Googleizer, yeah. That's another thing Chihuahua could do. Some communities have these community pianos they put on the streets.
Yes.
And I've been in a couple of communities that are like that, and there's a tremendous amount of people out there who know how to play the piano, and some of them, unlike me, are very good.
Can you kind of play?
I can kind of play. Yeah, I took 8 years of lessons of piano.
We've got a piano here in the radio station.
Yeah,
I'm
not that
waiting.
good. Yeah.
I'm looking for somebody who tunes them good, though.
Tunes them good?
It needs a little tuning.
Oh, okay. All right.
Kind of like me. And this person, an Egyptian, found out his wife was 2 months pregnant after submitting her urine in place of his own for a mandatory drug test. And he assured the officials that the sample was his own. He was told, "Congratulations, then. You're pregnant."
You're pregnant.
Oops.
What you think I am, dumb?
It's not mine. All right, a lazy slob husband.
Oh, there's none of those around, right?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, in Argentinian woman?
Yes, Argentinian.
And
I
woman
like that.
has been granted a divorce from her husband because he was a lazy slob.
Oh.
The woman explained to the court that her husband of 25 years that was a dirty slob who never paid attention to the kids and never lifted a finger to fix an overflowing toilet. Visualize that. Okay. The husband contested the divorce, but it was granted when the women successfully argued his lack of good hygiene.
Ew.
Ooh.
Something like this.
What is that smell? Oh.
That's the smell of desire, my lady.
God, no, it smells like a used diaper filled with Indian food. Oh, excuse me.
Desire smells like that to some people.
It does.
It does? Used diaper full of Indian food?
All right, we're going to wrap it up here. A man has been arrested after making a hoax call to 911 in India, informing them of an imminent bomb blast at a railway station. Right. Turns out when police tracked down the caller, they learned it was a homeless man who was living at the railway station and simply wanted to get arrested for the free food and a place to sleep. And then you hear this in the background.
What's going to happen? Something wonderful.
Be warm. My tummy's going to be full.
Yep.
All right.
Okay. All right. So,
All right.
What are we moving on to?
That's it.
That's it?
Yeah. Almost time. Loretta's waiting at home for you. And that's your odd news for
Wednesday.
So tell me you love me.
I love you.
Please, please, please.
I love you,
please.
dear.
Tell me, tell me, tell me. Oh, tell me, tell me.
It's KCHW 102.7. You got Scott and Mike wrapping up the morning show. We do that with a look at weather and the community calendar. Mike, believe it or not, we are going to expect some sunshine this afternoon.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, that'll be nice. Okay.
Get out and enjoy that. We had a 10% chance of rain, but that should be all over with as we go through our day, and the clouds should burn off and leave us with that afternoon sun. High of 45, overnight low of 30. Into Thursday, mostly cloudy, 10% chance of precipitation, 48 and 35 for the high and low. We're looking for a wet weekend, and it starts Friday. Showers, 60% chance, 42 and 34. And then Saturday, 43 and 37 with a 40% chance. And Sunday, mostly cloudy, 20% chance of rain, 48 and 34. That's the way things look right now.
Okay. All righty.
On to the community calendar.
And I think you're going to have to do that because mine is not coming up.
All right.
Yeah.
So we are looking at a very cool play which starts tomorrow.
Oh, the Shakespeare.
Yes.
Abridged, revised, and
new.
Directed by Robbie, I think, right? Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Robbie Thompson directing this play. It's his first one, kind of. We had him in the studios yesterday. His first one, kind of solo, without like Janet and the crew that usually helps.
Right.
It's a three-person play, and it is all the works of the Bard and Rosh's comedy, mixing the style of Monty Python and the quality of the world's greatest writers. Robbie Thompson directs the three-man show. Also include audience and some improv. It sounds like fun. So it's going to be Thursday night at 7 p.m., Friday night at 7 p.m., Saturday night at 7, with a 2 o'clock matinee on Saturday.
Okay.
Tickets available at local drugstores and online at our show /Chihuahua/Shakespeare.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Super. All right. Have you ever been in an audience participation play?
No.
Oh, I have.
Have you? Good time?
It was a good time. It was a really good time.
I'm actually going to try to throw my first one before Christmas.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh,
here at the studio.
Oh,
so
okay. Yeah.
Looking for an update.
This was down in Vegas, and I'm trying to. It was called Death by. It's pretty popular. Anyway, and it was really a big audience participation thing, and it was really funny because you get called up on stage occasionally, and my wife got called up on stage.
Oh, how fun!
And so she was one of the actors upstage, and it was just hilarious. I would highly recommend it, and not so much if you're a shy person. No,
that could be embarrassing.
That could be it. Yeah, exactly.
All right. Another play too starts on Thursday, and that's out at the Valley School. Kids play Willy Wonka Jr. the 14th and the 15th. Let's see, that is at 6:30. Directed by Teresa Carr. The show's based on the book Charlie and the Chocolate Factory by Ronald Dahl. Cost is $5 at the door. That's the Valley School Drama Club.
Okay. Well, and don't forget, we had Sherry here this morning. Saturday morning at 9 a.m. There's chili and champagne.
If you want to help decorate the town.
Help decorate the town.
That's right.
Okay, all right.
Holiday craft show happening this weekend as well. That would be on the 16th at the Egg Trade Center in Colville from 9 to 4 if you want to get a jump on your holiday shopping. All right.
Okay.
That's all I see up there right now. Other than that, we just want you to keep on listening to the radio today.
That's right.
Tonight, it's Wednesday. That means we have bluegrass and blues. All right.
Okay.
First up, 6 o'clock, 2 bluegrass shows. We have the Wood Songs, which is a live show, very well produced, and aired on over 450 stations across the planet. Big show.
Okay.
Catch the Wood Songs at 6. We follow that up with Music from the Mountain, which is an hour-long bluegrass show. Then our live show tonight. He's crazy. He's a one-man show himself. It's Chihuahua's own Doug McQuain. That's right. And his show, Dirt Road Blues.
Okay.
All right. And he does a great job. It's, I'm not. I love blues music, but I'm not. Some people that are into the blues music are into the just die hard with it. I mean, it's one of those genres that when you really get into it, people just love it. Yeah. And I will say, Doug does a great job. Probably one of the best blues shows with the information about the artist too that I've ever heard. They used to have a big one on KKZX years ago that died away. And if you were a fan of that show, you need to tune in and check out Doug McQuain tonight between 8 and 10 playing the blues.
I really haven't listened to it to any length at all. So does he have a featured artist every week then?
No, he doesn't. He just kind of mix it up. Now, last week he had one of our regional favorites, Brian Warhol, and was playing clips from his new album. But Brian didn't happen to perform live that time. But he's had live blues guests on his show and stuff before too. So it's always a good time. Check him out tonight.
Good.
And a lot of times you watch on the webcam, he will dance for you. Yeah, he brings in a blow-up guitar, and sometimes he just rocks out on the camera. So there you go. It's a little entertainment, too.
Yeah.
All right, sorry, Doug, I threw you under the bus.
I wonder how that air guitar sounds.
Other than that, I'm still running behind, but we are slowly getting out our membership renewals for fall. So you might get one in your mailbox. If you get one, please renew.
And I know I keep bugging you, but how many Christmas carols have you guys sold?
Okay, so we do our musical Christmas cards, and I always contact previous year's participants first and give them, since they've supported before, give them the first shot if they want another Christmas card. I haven't got out and sent out that email to last year's Christmas card purchasers, and I've already got 5 that have come back and say, hey, we want a Christmas card.
Yeah, tell them to get your act together.
I know. So if you want a musical Christmas card, I'm already down to 17 slots, and I haven't even sent out the email yet. So.
And more importantly, the money raised through this
pays for our music licensing. Yeah, it covers about 2/3. Music licensing has went up to, when we first started, it cost us about $3,000 a year.
Right.
It's all the way up to $4,000 now, and we generate usually around $2,000 with the musical Christmas card program.
And I think that's a lot of people to understand. The music's not free.
No.
As I found out, at the Rusty Putter.
No, talk to a restaurant and find out what the music costs.
Talk to a restaurant or an outdoor venue plays any kind of music.
Yeah.
Doesn't make any difference what it is. The music's not free. There's licensing agreements involved. And one of the first questions I had with you about you when I kind of got involved here was, do you have to pay for your licensing? And you can imagine Scott rolled over, flip-flopped once or twice. His eyes went back and said, yeah.
Yeah, I'd lay down like a baby on the floor and curled up in the fetal position, start shaking.
Exactly. And when he told me he was around $4,000, I mean, that's a big chunk of money.
It is, especially and I'll throw this out there. I'm not scared of it. So everybody here, and we say it all the time, we're all volunteers. The station survives on a budget of about $16,000 a year.
Right.
And
so that's 25% of your budget.
And so that's huge. And the rest of it's keeping the power and the lights on.
Right.
It doesn't really give us the opportunity, if you would like to make a grant, to purchase an upgrade. We're using equipment that's 20 years old, and some of it's patched together by Scott with rubber bands and duct tape. And it doesn't leave it. It's, if we need something, we have to go get a grant for it. Just like the fundraising we had to do last winter when we got hit by lightning.
Right.
It's you kind of. Your hands are always kind of tied, and a lot of nonprofits suffer from that too.
So I guess my plea is, it's a great radio station. I can tell you it's done phenomenal for me at the Rusty Putter restaurant up there. That for the bang for the buck is unreal. I mean, I think I hate the word cheap, so it's a value. How's that sound? Okay. And this is a designated fundraiser. So you can listen to the beautiful music you can listen to.
Yeah.
So.
Yep, and it's 501c. So when you do something for the radio station, and you might have heard it through some of our pros, always tax deductible.
Right. Exactly.
So you're getting. If for a business too, you're supporting something in the community. Right. Plus, you're getting some value back on the money you spent, because now it's a write-off. It's up to you and whether you're going to treat it like an advertising write-off or a charitable donation. You take that up with your accountant. But you are going to get some value back on the money you spend, and not a lot of things give you that
value back. Yeah. And create value on the other end that's worth more than what you put the money in.
Yeah, it's a double whammy. We're helping the community, and you
exactly.
get to help yourself at the same time a little. For your efforts. There you go. If you'd like more information, you can always give us a call at 935 6626.
Okay.
Think about it for a second. Or online.
You look at me like I'm supposed to know that number.
KCHW.org, northernlightspublicradio.com.
Okay. So
Either
can you make donations online?
Totally.
Oh, absolutely.
So you can sign up and become a member online. If you're not a member, you won't be getting one of our letters, so you could just take that upon yourself. And any amount you can donate. If you hit the donate button, let's say you just a $25 membership is not in your budget. I get it. I get that. And you just want to give us $5. It's okay.
Yeah.
Totally.
Every little bit counts.
Totally. All right. We covered that real good. Thank you very much.
You bet.
All right. Want everybody to have a great day. I'm Scott.
I'm Mike.
And it's KCHW 102.7.
It's 9:01.
You're listening to Northern Lights Public Radio on 102.7 KCHW. Chewelah, Valley, Deer Park. Programming made possible by donations from the following.
The Valley Drug Company, your local Health Mart pharmacy. Valley Drug offers a complete line of healthcare services and products for their customers. 24-hour prescription refills, vitamins, stop smoking aids, and even Medicare plan reviews. Valley Drug also carries gift and decor items, holiday items, and 2 app-friendly photo printing kiosks. For more information, their number is 509-935-8611. The Valley Drug Company, in downtown Chewelah since 1945.
And by
SETI's Ace Hardware. SETI's carries name brand tools, items for the home, the farm, and the kids. SETI's is located on East Main Street in Chewelah, and they're open Monday through Saturday from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. and Sundays from 10 till 2. Ace, the helpful place.
This is KCHW 102.7 FM.
Fire and ice. This love is like fire and ice. This love is like rain and blue skies. This love is like sun on the rise. This love got me rolling the dice. Don't let me lose. Still falling for you. Still falling for you. It took us a while. With every breath a new day. With love on the line. We've had our share of mistakes. But all your flaws and the scars are mine. Still falling for you. Still falling for you. And just like that, all I breathe, all I feel, you are all for me. I'm in. And just like that, all I breathe, all I feel, you are all for me. No one can lift me, catch me the way that you do. I'm still falling for you. Brighter than gold. This love shining brighter than gold. This love is like letters and bold. This love is like out of control. This love's never growing old. You make it new. Still falling for you. Still falling for you. And just like that, all I breathe, all I feel, you are all for me. I'm in. And just like that, all I breathe, all I feel, you are all for me. No one can lift me, catch me the way that you do. Still falling for you. Oh, falling, crashing to Mars. Oh, love you like this, like a first kiss, never let go. Oh, falling, crashing to Mars, never breaking what we got. Still falling for you. And just like that, all I breathe, all I feel, you are all for me. I'm in. And just like that, all I breathe, all I feel, you are all for me. And just like that, is you. All I feel is you. You are all for me. And just like that, is you. All I feel is you. You are all for me. No one can lift me, catch me the way that you do. I'm still falling for you.
Well, just look at that girl with the lights coming up in her eyes.
of a lifetime.
Could bring a fall when I'm far from home. Go call me on the phone to tell me you're alone. It's easy to deceive, it's easy to tease, but hard to get released. Eyes without a face, eyes without a face, eyes without a face. Got no human grace. Your eyes without a face. So much time believing all the lies, keep the dream alive. Now it makes me sad, it makes me mad at you for loving what was you. Eyes without a face, eyes without a face, eyes without a face. Got no human grace. Your eyes without a face. It's gone from your eyes. I better realize. Eyes without a face, eyes without a face, eyes without a face. Got no human grace. Your eyes without a face. Such a human waste. Rise without a face. I know it's getting worse.
She got you jumping off the deck, shoving into overdrive. Highway to the danger zone. I'll take you right into the danger zone. You'll never say hello to you until you get it on the red light, low, low. You'll never know what you can do until you get it on the line where you can go. Out along the edge, it's always where I burn to be. Further on the edge, the hotter the intensity. Highway to the danger zone. Gonna take it right into the danger zone. Highway to the danger zone. Right into the danger zone. Gonna take it right into the danger zone. Highway to the danger zone. Right into the danger zone. Gonna take it right into the danger zone. Highway to the danger
We're the music education station. Over 20 genres of music each and every week. We are Northern Lights Public Radio, KCHW 102.7.
I would fly 10,000 miles through the pouring rain just to see your face. I'd bare my soul to a total stranger just to sing your name. And I'm not ashamed just to love you. Into every morning I would change my name and run away. I won't do it for money, I won't do it for pride, I won't do it to please somebody else if it don't feel right. But I'll do it for you, and at least I'll try. I don't need any other reason, and I feel it deep inside. I'll do it for love. Oh yeah, I'll do it for love. I would write your name across the sky so the world could see what you mean to me. I'd sing songs at the top of my voice in an empty room just to dance with you and love you. Into every morning I leave the world behind and I slow down. I won't do it for money, do it for money, do it for pride, do it for pride. I won't do it to please somebody else if it don't feel right. But I do it for you.
introduction. The hair stood on my skin. You grinned, you felt it too. Hit me like a shockwave, oh, kind of insane. Felt the current move. What else could we do? All this connection is crazy. Two people like two power lines. Light up this town with me tonight. All get drunk on the danger. Our love will start as strangers. We can't deny tonight. We got that electricity, electricity. Electricity, electricity. This buzz in my vein ain't from the buzz in my drink. It's the buzz I feel when I look in your eyes. Your ocean blue eyes. Let's get in the car, we can see how far we can go on this one cosmic charge. Two stars in the dark. All this connection is crazy. Two people like two power lines. Light up this town with me tonight. All get drunk on the danger. Our love will start as strangers. We can't deny tonight. We got that electricity, electricity. Electricity, electricity. All this connection is crazy. Two people like two power lines. Light up this town with me tonight. All get drunk on the danger. Our love will start as strangers. We can't deny tonight. We got that electricity, electricity. Electricity, electricity. Electricity, electricity. Electricity, electricity.
Seth Glare, Electricity on 102.7.
Programming made possible by donations from the following:
Bill Schanzenbach, CPA. Bill Schanzenbach, CPA, at 610 East Main in Chihuahua. Provides a variety of tax and business services. Tax season hours are by appointment from 9 to 5, Monday through Friday. For more information, his phone number is 509-935-4331.
Northern Lights Public Radio thanks Bill Schanzenbach, CPA, for supporting public radio in Stevens County.
And by
Chihuahua Floor and Wall. Chihuahua Floor and Wall carries items for improving your home. Carpet, vinyl flooring including vinyl planks, tile, window blinds, and countertops. Chihuahua Floor and Wall in the 3rd Street Mall also offers meeting and commercial rental space. 935-8021 or online, ChihuahuaFloorandWall.com.
And by
The Huckleberry Press. The Huckleberry Press is the Inland Northwest biweekly community newspaper featuring regional Huckleberry country news, local events, classifieds, letters to the editor, and a good dose of those chuckleberries. The paper serves over 13 area counties. Their phone number is 844-344-8344 or visit online at huckleberrypress.com.
This is KCHW 102.7.
Baby, this is what you came for. Lightning strikes every time she moves, and everybody's watching her,
is what you came for. Lightning strikes every time she moves. This is what you came for. Lightning strikes every time she moves. Everybody's watching her. She's looking
Laying here with you is easy. We don't even have to try. Just the sound of 2 hearts beating, hiding nothing in our eyes. With you, I know I can be myself. I don't have to act like someone else. A 7 billion people, but for me there's only you. A 7 billion people. How did I get you? A 7 billion people, but for me there's only you. Yeah, you. A 7 billion. How did I get you? I smile and you know what I'm thinking. I don't have to say a word. I could whisper in a crowded room. You'd be the only one that heard. No one knows me, sees me like you do. I don't wanna know the only 7 billion people, but for me there's only you. A 7 billion people. How did I get you? A 7 billion people, but for me there's only you. Yeah, you. A 7 billion. How did I get you? Yeah, you get me. Yeah, you get me. You've got no objections to my imperfections, all of my quirks and crazy obsessions. Yeah, you get me. And I can't believe I get you. 7 billion people, but for me there's only you. A 7 billion people. How did I get you? A 7 billion people, but for me there's only you. Yeah, you. A 7 billion. How did I get you? 7 billion. How did I get you?
I've been lonely. I've been waiting for you. I'm pretending, and that's all I can do. The love I'm sending ain't making it through to your heart. You've been hiding, never letting it show. Always trying you don't want to buy. Something's missing. You gotta look back on your life. You know something here just ain't right. What about love? Don't you want someone to care about you? What about love? Don't let it slip away. What about love? I only wanna share it with you. What about love? Don't you want someone to care about you? What about love? Don't let it slip away. What about love? I only wanna share it with you.
If I could make a wish, I think I'd pass. Can't think of anything I need. No cigarettes, no sleep, no light. No sound, nothing to eat, no books to read. Making love with you has left me peaceful, warm and tight. What more could I ask? There's nothing left to be desired. Peace came upon me and it leaves me weak. So sleep, silent angel, go to sleep. Sometimes all I need is the air that I breathe and to love you. All I need is the air that I breathe, yes, to love you. All I need is the air that I breathe. Peace came upon me and it leaves me weak. So sleep, silent angel, go to sleep. Sometimes all I need is the air that I breathe and to love you. All I need is the air that I breathe, yes, to love you. All I need is the
There used to be a graying tower alone on the sea. You became the light on the dark side of me. Love remains a drug that's the high and not the pill. But did you know that when it snows, my eyes become large and the light that you shine can't be seen? A man can tell you so much he can say. You remain my power, my pleasure, my pain, baby. To me, you're like a grown addiction that I can't deny. Won't you tell me, is that healthy, baby? But did you know that when it snows, my eyes become large and the light that you shine can't be seen? So much a man can tell me, so much he can say. You remain my power, my pleasure, my pain. To me, you're like a grown addiction that I can't deny. Now won't you tell me, is that healthy, baby? But did you know that when it snows, my eyes become large and the light that you shine can't be seen? Your rose is in bloom, a light hits the gloom on the grave.
Hey, brother, there's an endless road to rediscover. Hey, sister, know the sky comes falling down for you, there's nothing in this world I wouldn't do. What if I'm far from home? Oh, brother, I will hear you call. What if I lose it all? Oh, sister, I will help you out. Oh, if the sky comes falling down for you, there's nothing in this world I wouldn't do. Hey, brother, there's an endless road to rediscover. Hey, sister, do you still believe in love? I wonder. Oh, if the sky comes falling down for you, there's nothing in this world I wouldn't do. What if I'm far from home? Oh, brother, I will hear you call. What if I lose it all? Oh, sister, I will help you out. Oh, if the sky comes falling down for you, there's nothing in this world I wouldn't do. Who can it be knocking at my door? Go away, don't come down here no more. Can't you see that it's late at night? I'm very tired, and I'm not feeling right. All I wish is to be alone. Stay away, don't you invade my home. Best out if you hang outside. Don't come in, I'll only run and hide. Who can it be now? 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 Who can it be knocking at my door? Make no sound, tiptoe across the floor. If he hears, he'll knock all day. I'll be trapped, and here I'll have to stay. I've done no harm, I keep to myself. There's nothing wrong with my state of mental health. I like it here with my childhood friend. Here they come, those feelings again. Who can it be now? 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 Is it the men come to take me away? Why do they follow me? It's not the future that I can see. It's just my fantasy.
as strong as a lion, soft as the cotton you lying. Times we got hot like an iron, you and I. Our hearts had never been broken. We were so innocent, darling. We used to talk till the morning, you and I. We had that mixtape on every weekend. Had it repeating, had it repeating. You were my September song, summer lasted too long. Time moves so slowly when you're only 15. You were my September song. Tell me, where have you gone? Do you remember me? We were only 15, and I remember the chorus. They were singing it for us. You were my September song. Tell me, where have you gone? Do you remember me? We were only 15. Sometimes I think that I see you facing the strangest of places, down on the underground station, passing by. I get a mad sense of danger, feel like my heart couldn't take it, 'cause if we met we'd be strangers, you and I. Still I play that mixtape every weekend. Got it repeating, got it repeating. You were my September song, summer lasted too long. Time moves so slowly, when you're only 15. You were my September song. Tell me, where have you gone? Do you remember me? Oh, we were only 15, and I remember the chorus. They were singing it for us. I hear that September song and I'm singing along, thinking about you and me. Oh, what a melody. And as the years go by, you will still be mine, be mine. You were mine. You were my September song, summer lasted too long. Time moves so slowly when you're only 15. You were my September song. Tell me, where have you gone? Do you remember me? We were only 15, and I remember the chorus. They were singing it for us. You were my September song. I remember the chorus. They were singing it for us.
It's 10:01.
You're listening to Northern Lights Public Radio on 102.7 KCHW. Chewelah, Colville, Kettle Falls. Support for KCHW comes in many forms. Individuals like you, area businesses, and local nonprofits like these.
The Chewelah Chamber of Commerce.
The Chewelah Chamber of Commerce offers to businesses and individuals chamber bucks. Chamber bucks can be used by individuals for birthday gifts, celebrations of all kinds, donations, or auction items. For businesses, chamber bucks can be used to reward employees for excellent customer service, years of service with that employer, employee incentive programs, or employee bonuses. Chamber bucks stay in Chewelah and may be redeemed at more than 45 local businesses. Chamber bucks are the same as cash, available in multiple denominations and do not expire. Chamber bucks are available at the Chewelah Chamber Office, 401 South Park, Tuesday through Friday from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. For more information, visit the Chamber website, chewelah.org, or call Sandy at 509-935-8595. The Chewelah Chamber of Commerce has approximately 200 members that supports businesses, nonprofits, tourism, and economic development in the Chewelah area. Get your chamber bucks today.
And by
the Rusty Putter Bar and Grill. The Rusty Putter Bar and Grill inside the Chihuahua Golf and Country Club is now open seasonal hours Friday and Saturday from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. and Sundays from 8 to 6. The Rusty Putter has a new menu, offers breakfast until 2 and dinner specials. Plus, the clubhouse is available to the public for meetings and large events on a reservation basis. The Rusty Putter Bar and Grill inside the Chihuahua Golf and Country Club. 2537 Sand Canyon Road in Chihuahua, Washington. Call 509-935-6807 or visit ChihuahuaGolf.com.
Don't forget, the Chihuahua Golf and Country Club is now booking holiday parties.
This is KCHW 102.7.
He wasn't looking for a pretty face. She wasn't searching for the latest style. He didn't want someone
quickly becoming the Northwest's premier blues radio show and the coolest new studio to come jam in. Doug McQuain's Dirt Road Blues, Wednesdays at 8 p.m., only on 102.7 FM and streaming live at kchw.org.
I've realized though we're oceans apart, that you'll always have every corner of my heart. Distance has made it clear I can still feel you here. Too many miles to count, still trying to figure out the strength and silence. I finally get it now. I don't see you as much as I like to anymore. But where I go, I still know there's an open door. It's 2 a.m. and there's lightning in the streets. Where you and I were chasing down our dreams. Visions of all those years, they never disappear. Too many miles to count, still trying to figure out the strength and silence. I finally get it now. I don't see you as much as I like to anymore. But where I go, I still know there's an open door. But where I go, I still know there's an open door. Where there's distance, there's forgiveness and a promise. There's an open door. Where there's silence, I'm reminded on the horizon. There's an open door. Miles to count, still trying to figure out the strength and silence. I finally get it now. I don't see you as much as I like to anymore. But where I go, I still know there's an open door. Too many miles to count, still trying to figure out the strength and silence. I finally get it now. I don't see you as much as I like to anymore. But where I go, I still know there's an open door. But where I go, I still know there's an open door.
It's the perfect time of year. Somewhere far away from here. I feel fine enough, I guess. Considering everything's a mess. There's a restaurant down the street where hungry people like to eat. I could walk, but I'll just drive. It's colder than it looks outside. It's like a dream you try to remember, but it's gone. Then you try to scream, but it only comes out as a yawn when you try to see the one beyond your front door. Take your time, 'cause the way I'm gonna make you smile when you realize that a guy by side might take a while just to try to figure out what all this is for. It's the perfect time of day to throw all your cares away. Put the sprinkler on the lawn put my gym shorts on. Take a drink right from the hose and change into some drier clothes. Climb the stairs up to my room. Sleep away the afternoon. It's like a dream you try to remember, but it's gone. Then you try to scream, but it only comes out as a yawn when you're trying to see the world beyond your front door. Take your times away, I'm gonna make you smile when you realize that a guy by side might take a while just to try to figure out what all this is for. Pinch me, 'cause I'm still asleep. Please, God, tell me that I'm still asleep. On an evening such as this, it's hard to tell if I exist. If I pack the car and leave this town, who'll notice that I'm not around? I could hide out under there. I just made you say underwear. I could leave, but I'll just stay. All my stuff's here anyway. Like a dream you're trying to remember, but it's gone. Then you try to scream, but it only comes out as a yawn when you try to see the world beyond your front door. Take your time to weigh out, I'm gonna make you smile when you realize that a guy by side might take a while just to try to figure out what all this is for. Try to figure out what all this is for. Try to see the world beyond your front door. Try to figure out what all this is for. Suicide, you and I. There's bitter in your sweet ass, dirty white little lies. Oh, 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 oh. We give, we take, we all imitate. We come, we fake, we love till we hate. We give, we take, we all imitate. We come, we fake, we break. Tell me to stay, whatever it takes. Can't be alone tonight. Love's a mistake, everything breaks. Can't be alone tonight. I can't be alone tonight. I can't be alone. Nothing set in stone, flesh and bone. Love has come and go, but we cut the tie, bleed dry. Oh, 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 oh. We give, we take, we all imitate. We come, we fake, we love till we hate. We give, we take, we all imitate. We come,
consolation. Thinking about memory, afraid of what it might do to me, and the tears and the sweat only mark my desperation. Don't you know me? I'm the boy next door, the one you find so easy to ignore. Is that what I was fighting for? Walking on a thin line, straight off the front line, labeled as freaks, loose on the streets of the city. Walking on a thin line, angry all the time. Take a look at my face, see what it's doing to me. Taught me how to shoot to kill, a specialist with a deadly skill, a skill I needed to have to be a survivor. So for now, so to say, sometimes it don't work out that way, 'cause you're never the same when you've been under fire. No. Don't you know me? I'm the boy next door, the one you find so easy to ignore. Is that what I was fighting for? Walking on a thin line, straight off the front line, labeled as freaks, loose on the streets of the city. Walking on a thin line, angry all the time. Take a look at my face, see what it's done to me. Don't you know me? I'm the boy next door, the one you find so easy to ignore. Is that what I was fighting for? No. Walking on a thin line, straight off the front line, labeled as freaks, loose on the streets of the city. Walking on a thin line, angry all the time. Take a look at my face, see what it's doing to me. Walking on a thin line, walking on a thin line, walking on a thin line.
Upgrade your smartphone with a KCHW app. Visit tunein.com, download the app, and enter KCHW in the search box. KCHW 102.7. Now we're everywhere.
your face, I just close my eyes, and I am taken to a place where your crystal mind, a magenta feeling, take a shelter in the base of my spine, straight like a chicken cherry cola. I don't need to try to explain, I just hold on tight, and if it happens again, I'ma move so silently to the arms and the lips and the face of the human kind of all that I need to, I want to. Come stand a little bit closer, breathe in and get a bit higher. You'll never know what hit you when I get to you. Ooh, I want you, I don't know where to find you, but ooh, I gotta find out. Ooh, I want you, I don't know where to find you, but ooh, I gotta find out. I'm the kind of person who endorses a deep commitment. Getting coffee, getting perfect is what I live for. But I look and then I smell a perfume. It's like I'm down on the floor and I don't know what I'm in for. Conversation has a time and place in the interaction of a lover and a mate at the time I'm talking. Using symbols, using what can be like into a deep sea diver who is swimming with the raincoat. Come stand a little bit closer, breathe in and get a bit higher. You never know what hit you when I get to you. Ooh, I want you, I don't know where to find you, but ooh, I gotta find out. Ooh, I want you, I don't know where to find you, but ooh, I gotta find out. Anytime I need to see your face, I just close my eyes, and I'm taken to a place where your crystal mind, a magenta feeling, take up shelter in the face of my spine, just like a chicken cherry cola. I don't need to try to explain, I just hold on tight, and if it happens again, I'ma move so silently to the arms and the lips and the face of the human cannibal that I need to, I want you. Ooh, I want you, I don't know where to find you, but ooh, I gotta find out. Ooh, I want you, I don't know where to find you, but ooh, I gotta find out. So can we find out?
just want to forgive, but it's hard to forget. Don't call me, I won't call you too. Let's just call it over. All the broken hearts in the world still beat. Let's not make it harder than it has to be. It's all the same thing, girls. Chase boys, chase girls. All the broken hearts in the world still beat. Let's not make it harder than it has to be. It's all the same thing, girls. Chase boys, chase girls. Chase girls, chase boys, chase boys. I got two hands, one beating hard, and I'll be alright. I'm gonna be alright. Yeah, I got two hands, one beating hard, and I'll be alright. I'm gonna be alright. All the broken hearts in the world still beat. Let's not make it harder than it has to be. It's the same. Girls chase boys, chase girls. All the broken hearts in the world still beat. Let's not make it harder than it has to be. It's all the same thing. Girls chase boys, chase girls. All the broken hearts in the world still beat. Let's not make it harder than it has to be. It's all the same thing. Girls chase boys, chase girls. All the broken hearts in the world still beat. Let's not make it harder than it has to be. It's all the same thing. Girls chase boys, chase girls. It's all the same thing. Girls chase boys, chase girls.
Class is in session. It's Music Education 101 with over 20 genres of music each and every week, plus a different genre every night at 6. Brought to you by some great teachers. Grumpy John's Classical Music Show, Jungle Jim and the classic rock of the 70s, Isaac with the history of country, Dr. Jazz, well, his name says it all, Jeff Newman with the history of Motown, Gene Jones bringing you everything Celtic, plus Jammin' James Riley with the history of rockabilly music every Saturday night. And that's just a handful of some of our great shows. Visit northernlightspublicradio.org to see the program guide and discover our full slate of great music, education, health, and news programs. We're all about Stevens County. This is Northern Lights Public Radio on KCHW 102.7, Chewelah.
It's 9.
I'm not scared of it. So everybody here, and we say it all the time, we're all volunteers. The station survives, huge. And the rest of it's, keeping the power and the lights on.
Right.
It doesn't really, it's a write-off. I mean, it's
Right.
up to you and your, where you do 6.
Okay.
Think about it for a second. Or online.
You looked at me like I'm supposed to know that number.
KCHW.org, northernlightspublicradio.com.
Okay. So
Either
can you make
place.
donations online?
Online, totally.
Oh,
Yeah,
absolutely.
So you can sign up and
Okay.
be often.
Right.
And any amount you can donate if you hit the donate button. Covered that real good. Thank you very much.
You bet.
All right. Want everybody to have a great day. I'm Scott.
I'm Mike.
And it's KCHW 102.7.
This
Carolyn Porco, and the transit of Mercury this week on Planetary Radio. The world. I assume you're going to be
outside.
Yeah.
You know, a new, just, you know, been the original me. It was a very bad thing.
These places. And that's an easy question to answer, but I'll leave it to the listeners. That's our friend, Chief Scientist of the Planetary Society, Bruce Betts. He's in transit as he joins us here on What's Up. Planetary Radio is produced by the Planetary Society in Pasadena, California, and is made possible by its members who love every world in the galaxy, large or small. Learn how to become a member of the Society at planetary.org/membership. And please, I'll close. Is
going alright. I found out I'm wrong when I thought I was right. It's always the same, it's just a shame, that's all. I could say day and you'd say night. Tell me it's black when I know that it's white. Always the same, it's just a shame, and